Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards where we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yellow.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Hello everyone and welcome to the start of another NFL season, joined by Charles Davis in the booth. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, it's always great to begin another year. It's especially great when you get to see a couple of division rivals square off right out of the gate, and that's what we're going to see here in the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he stopped immediately there. That's going to bring him on third down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out and forward things. Sometimes you have to be patient and let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. That is Roberto Sanchez on fourth down to hit this thing. Desmond King back deep. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Mills on first down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On second down, it's Taylor. Uses his stiff arm. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and 10, Taylor now. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Ryan. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Get into the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after we get the 5 or 6. 9th play of the drive now, 3rd in the country mile.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Calling again at 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 2-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. We'll see if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Pierce will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding him at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
Tackle made by Rasheem Green. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They wind up losing 3 here to the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle around the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Ryan. That's caught inside the 20.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And not much there at all as he'll get this only to about the 11. They'll follow up the gain of 5 and getting 1 down on 2nd down. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leads into the 4th down now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On the return, it's King. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. Flush, and the pressure gets to him again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Going for it with Pierce. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard gain.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Ryan. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. I saw the pressure coming in and just... hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, Mills to Pierce. They set up the screen. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to pull them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over the bounds. They're going to pick up the 26 yards.
When you hit him on a move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. Right side completes to Mechie. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
They go play action now. Ryan. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 117 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. They'll run here with Taylor. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They're able to get a couple here. Get across the canvas and stop it right along the wall. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
After the sack on first down, Mills, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The slot man in motion right. Second down, another run with Taylor. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking it.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, you had an offense with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Mills throw completed to Mechie. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Mills. And he finds Howard complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, Taylor. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Houston. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 195 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive game, that's nice, but works and clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
51, stop!
Here's Taylor again, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And now out comes Houston. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 24. A 1st down throw for Mills. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1st down, Mills. Again, it's Johnson. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Here's Mills. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll move him back within 6 now.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. Down inside the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Indianapolis, hey, you get a win, you get
harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Of a lion, my time, here I go.